This video is part of a series where I'm sharing archived footage from my motorcycle racing days through the late 80s and early 90s. In this one, we head to Port Pirie in South Australia for the next round of the 1988 Sidecar Motocross season. Following on from our first race at Victor Harbour, we went home with a lot to think about. Not just from our own performance, but from the people we met. One thing that really stood out straight away was how welcoming the sidecar community was. Teams were more than happy to offer advice, share ideas and help newcomers like us get up to speed. That's when we met Murray Williams. Murray was already a legend in the sport with an incredible career that would go on to include 11 Australian Sidecar Championships. He'd raced everything: motocross, speedway, road racing and even speedway cars. At the time, he was still competing hard. He was known for his starts, usually first into the corner, and once he was in front, he was very hard to pass. We were very lucky enough that Murray took an interest in what we were doing and offered some practical advice on improving our bike. One of his key suggestions was to extend the rear swing arm to help with stability and cornering. So that's exactly what we did. Back in the shed, we got to work, modifying the swing arm, upgrading to a heavier rear spring and making a few other changes to improve the overall setup. We also realised pretty quickly after the first race just how physical sidecar motocross really is, so we started putting more effort into our fitness as well. Fast forward to Easter weekend 1988 and we're at Port Pirie. This event was a bit special, with long track speedway running on the Saturday followed by motocross on the Sunday. A great atmosphere and a solid crowd.
11 a.m. to 12 midnight. 11 a.m. the Aussie cold beer and wine.
And now, here we are, sitting on the start line for our second race meeting of the season. New bike setup, better preparation. Let's see if it makes a difference.
Sidecar riders here for 1988, as I said before. Last weekend in Victoria, blew them all to the week, took out their first leg of their state title. So that's excellent, lads, and they're getting the tap onto it as well and going very, very nicely, if you don't mind, thank you. The other one's Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner from across the border, number 0, in third place. That'll change before the event's over. Then it's number 4, Murray Williams, number 5, Paul Robinson, and then number 9, Keith Evans and Whitey. Last year, if you remember rightly, Whitey rode with Murray Williams. Murray Williams has now picked himself up another passenger in Robin Power, and sitting in very, very nicely together. They're a good little team. Nice safe ride there for Ian with before. There's a hang on the side there of Paul Robinson, though, number 5, and they're running in 5th position, as I say it as well. Clocked up the first lap, number 1, Johnny. Yeah, they put it on. You ought to see these two fellas with when Billy Williams and them are over on the seat. Ripped up on the inside, couldn't quite do it. Curtis hanging him off very, very nicely. To see what's going on through the back of the field. We got but have a look at this. The two Gardner boys are really got the top over now. They're trying to get back in that position where they lost. Don't know if they're going to have a little time to do it though. Whoop, because they get right up alongside Robinson. Oh, look there, Gardner again. Holy hell. Off the track there. Back into it again. Desperate riding there, trying to get through. Robinson, he's quite in his right though, holding his own line. Oh, Robinson's a goner. Down he goes. He chucks his passenger away, Wayne Jones. Young Paul Robinson chucks Johnny Robinson and Simon Chapman way off the front. Glenn Gardner. Yep, here they come now. Keith Evans and Whitey just coming through here now. Paul Robinson. Young Wayne Jones. Looks like a full to the center. said before, we'll get some reports back from pitside after this event. Out in front, Johnny Robinson and Simon Chapman going very, very nicely, if you don't mind watching. No problems about this whatsoever. They got the trap open and they know exactly what they're doing and how they're going to go about it. Good on the rest of them. Kurt, the 38B, the next rider through. Young David and Darren Lawler. We'll push him, don't worry about that. Murray Williams knows all the tricks to the book though, don't worry about that either. He'll close the gate when he has to, hold his line when he has to, but he knows exactly what he's like. Break away from the bottom part of the centre of that boom, which he does. Bang, makes Gardner work harder. Gardner's got the tap open though. Murray's not going to work hard enough to hold him back, and he can't. And there it is, the two Gardner boys. Well, look how desperately they're riding. Number 0 from Victoria. Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner going right at it. They're going to have to work hard. They won't get anywhere near Johnny Robinson in this leg though. Don't forget, they've got plenty of other legs to try and catch them up, I know, and do justice to the way they're performing out here this afternoon. Gardner boys, they know that they've only got one lap to do it in, and I suppose they're trying as much as they possibly can. Now, no one. Second and third places. And what they're all about. As we see the Victorians start, oh, look at that. Gets the gas on there, lifts the front wheel, trying desperately to get up there on the inside. Can't quite do it. No fear in these fellas whatsoever. No fear at all. They've got the tap open and they're going for it. They're going to hold second place and they won't get up to Johnny Robinson and Simon Chapman. No, there's no worries about that. But look what you're going to see this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When the rest of the crowd get here, they're going to have a feast of sidecar racing here at the Port Pirie Motorcycle Club for the promotion of their 1988 Round 2 of the South Australian Motocross Championships.
During the race, we were holding a strong second place until the unthinkable happened. One of our front suspension shock absorbers broke. We had to back it off and just nurse the bike home, eventually finishing third. Still a big improvement from our first race.
Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner, excellent exhibition of riding there, desperate. 38V, the next one's through.
Luckily, someone in the pits had an electric welder and we were able to repair the shock and get back out there to finish the rest of the races.
50, moving in current. Johnny Pryor is out in front, Russ 11.
Port Pirie supporter, Helby.
Johnny Aspie, 45. George David puts it down.
Come on, David, get it together. You've got to get that next race.
No trouble, look at him, call 7. Can't see his number from here, but I know the role, the style of the lad. So he's starting to make his move up. As I said before, number 4, good rider is Mel Watson. Look on him, change your program to 14B, number 4. Number 2, Red Schools, right with his mustard collarbone.
On the line, lunch break after this. Away they go. Johnny Robinson.
Around that time, a few of the other teams started telling us about the sidecar races over in Manjimup, Western Australia. Those races were run alongside the Manjimup 15,000, at the time the richest motocross event in Australia. We decided to enter and turned it into a bit of a road trip as well. By June, we found ourselves in Manjimup, and what a place that was. Huge crowds and absolutely mad for sidecars. I still remember going past the bar area at the top of the track. You couldn't even hear the bike over the noise of the crowd. The atmosphere was unreal. As for us, everything just seemed to come together that weekend. We won the final race and finished second overall, which was a massive highlight for us at the time.
Victoria starting to make the move up. Not a very good jump there by the Gardner boys. Don't know why the Williams fellows from Victoria didn't come over. But when you see the Gardners and Williams against one another, two Victorian sidecar fellows, gee golly gosh, so they put on some racing. The next riders through, Paul Robinson and Wayne Jones. I don't know, Paul might have changed passenger over there. That looks like, don't know. I wonder if that's Johnny Robinson. Very, very quickly. Number 14, the next riders to Darren Williams and Whitey. On the Williams lads, Murray Williams and Robin. Very, very good Kirsten to the lads. And then in fact, actual fact, David Bottrell. I thought it looked like him, but I didn't know that it would be him swinging because he's only looked once before. So that's something interesting. David Bottrell swinging for number 5, Paul Robinson. Bruce Creek right behind him, raking him on it, keeping him. From Victoria. Murray Williams dropping back now in the Kirchner, and Lawler team, number 38B, starting to move up on 10 to try and take that position away. Oh, gee golly gosh, have a look what's happened now. Bruce Gregory has gone past Paul Robinson and David Bottrell. So that puts them tag in the field now, number 5. Won't make it, it's dropped back a little bit in their endeavour. And here they come now, past the blue flag, one to go. Williams and Whitey, Gardner steer away from Victoria, trying desperately to get in there. Closing up that gap. Murray and Robin, the first. Have a look at those lads from Victoria. They got the big swing in. It is number 0, Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner. Dropped past Darren Williams and Whitey, and they're chasing Johnny Robinson and Simon Chapman. They won't catch him now, but they're throwing that sidecar all over the place. Fairway riders these fellas are. Look, anything in it. Here of his lifetime office, down to the checkered flag. Here it is, Johnny Robinson and Simon Chapman. Take it out, number 1 plate holders for 1988. Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner. What a ride by those fellas. Darren Williams and Whitey. Whitey would be really, really tired now. 4, Murray Williams and Robin Power. Then the Kirsten team, number 38B. Was David in this one. And then it's number 8, Bruce Gregory and Michael Wormald. Don't remember seeing Michael Wormald before. Don't know. I think the name seems to ring a bell. Whether he's been.
of the world. Big Gardner, number 0. Very well, number 38 speed. That's the first through Darrell.
Done it for us last time, and it's the two boys from Victoria, the Gardner boys. Right, keep one another, the Gardner doing it again. Scoring for the ride of a lifetime. First time he's ever swung for Darren Williams, and he's going to know what it's all about before the end of this race is over. Darren Williams, the Tiger of Sidecar Racing here in South Australia for 1 year ago. Of the Sidecar Champions for 1988 in South Australia. Williams and Whitey out in front now, number 14, number 1, Johnny Chapman. Johnny Chapman in second placing. Going to have to work very, very hard this time to get back at it, but they'll be there. Like I said, they won the 500cc Queensland Championships, 2 rounds of it here the other week. Went over to Victoria last weekend, won the 5. And Whitey, number 14, out in front. Johnny Robertson, Simon Chapman, number 1 in second place. Victoria, then it's number 4, Murray Williams. The pass by Murray Williams and the rest of the field. The Gardner brothers are in trouble from Victoria. Number 0, Billy Gardner and Glenn Gardner over the far side. Sold their bike out, couldn't get it started. They are now, believe it or not, tagging the field. Well, what do you know about that? This is excitement and unpredictable racing for South. They want to get Darren Williams and Whitey. I tell you what, Whitey would be hanging on by the grit of his teeth, hanging on for grim death, because Darren Williams is really making him work hard now. Simon Chapman, a beautiful sidecar passenger. Look at that movement. Simon Chapman, number 1, tight, in here, down the main straightaway, getting lining it up. Can they do anything about it? Let's have a look at the tag. Very, very rough now. Bikes bouncing all over the place. Whitey hanging on for good. Johnny Robertson, right on his hammer and tack. No David knows about that. Right down the bottom of the Johnny Horner. Gives it heaps of gas, gets the cap open. Holds it around that corner. Here's put a leak on no wheel. Picked up riders already. See what they can do about these boys and tag him back. But in the meantime, oh, look at that. Robinson tried to get up in the
By the end of the 1988 season, we had competed in every round of the South Australian Championships, finishing 5th overall in both the junior and senior sidecar classes. We were pretty happy with that. Hope you enjoyed this old footage. There is plenty more stories to come. In the next video, we head into the 1989 season with a new bike and much bigger expectations. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and keep a lookout for our next video in this series. Catch you next time.